Everyone, this is Margaret and I'm doing a Duck Dynasty inspired look today. This is my husband Mike, who's my model, and I have to be honest with you, I am just fascinated by all this Duck Dynasty hype that's going on right now, and I've been seeing them everywhere on the red carpet all over the place, and I'm like, what's going on with this? So I actually watched a couple of episodes, and very interesting show, and I'm sure that this is something that I think is going to be a hot look for Halloween. So I want to do my version and my inspiration of Duck Dynasty, and that's a laced beard, and that's spirit gum I just showed you. And I'm going to apply this onto the spirit gum as the glue that's going to hold the beard together off on the lace. Now, I just want to reiterate that I am not an FX artist. I know how to do some minor FX, but I'm not proclaiming to be an FX artist. I am a beauty makeup artist. I know how to do some minor special effects, and clearly a lot of it is based on, I'm sure that a lot of really pro makeup artists that are specializing in FX are going to watch this and go, that's not right, that's not correct. But I'm totally unorthodox. But even though I do teach, we do have a couple of amazing FX teachers that we have at our school, and they're really amazing. So I'm not trying to insult anyone by doing it this way, but I think you'll get my feeling of what I'm doing. This is just an inspiration, and I have very limited time to do this. So anyway, I'm putting the spirit gum, and I'm trying to get it tacky a little bit because it needs to adhere to the lace. And also to Mike, my husband, the model, I'm not at all doing his makeup to make him look like a specific character of the Robertson family of the Duck Dynasty. It's just an inspired look, and I'm doing it to possibly make him look like he could be casted as one of the Robertson guys in the show. So, and obviously you see my husband looks nothing like them, so without the beard and the makeup. So this will be a great transition, and the picture that you saw, that's basically after I did this. So you can see how it looks. It looks really cool, and I think that many of you will maybe get inspired to do this for Halloween. And I think I may do this for Mike for Halloween this year, since I'm already seeing it on him. And I guess those are the perks of being married to a makeup artist. Even though I am a beauty makeup artist, I can still do some fun stuff like this. So anyway, see how it's now starting to adhere to the lace, and it's not easy to work with when you're dealing with the lace. Plus, on top of it, he has his own goatee, which makes it harder to add the glue onto the hair, because it's easier on the skin rather than the hair. But anyway, he didn't want to shave off the goatee, and I didn't want to make him just for this one thing. So I'm going to work around it. It's not going to be perfect, but you guys can get an idea. And you really have to work with the application of the lace, because it takes time, and it takes a little bit of maneuvering to make sure that it sticks to the skin. And spirit gum does take a couple of minutes to get kind of gummy, and that's the gummy stage is where you want to get the beard at, because that's what helps adhere the lace to the skin. So now that we have this pretty much almost underway, I'm going to just add some glue in areas that are poking open. And like I said, right where his goatee is probably the most difficult part to have it stick. So, and because I have such a time limit for this video, I apologize if it's not looking perfect, but you guys can get a picture of how this is going to look. And I'm actually, after this, I'm taking pictures, which you already saw the pictures earlier, the picture of how it's going to photograph. So it'll be really cool. And anyway, so I mean, he can also look like ZZ Top. This also looks like Santa Claus. I mean, it could look like a lot of different characters, but my inspiration is the Duck Dynasty. So here's the little extension to the mustache. They're more like handlebars, or yeah, handlebars. And so I'm gonna put them, and like I said, it's easier to stick this on to bare skin, but I'm doing it right on top of his actual mustache, so it's gonna be really hard to make sure it stays on there. I'm gonna really have to play with it and really make sure that it sticks to whatever skin I can grab onto. And okay, so there, it's almost there. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to just, you gotta just play with it a little bit, just so that you know how it feels to the lace. So, and then of course, you know, patience is really important. Okay, so now that it's pretty much set, I'm gonna do the other side, and just making sure that putting an ample amount of spirit gum is really important, and you want to make sure that it sticks onto, and in this situation it's sticking onto partially his own hair, which is not the best thing, and it's not going to look perfect, but you guys can get an idea. I'm not trying to make excuses, I'm just letting you know. If I really wanted to do this for like a photo shoot, like a real actual photo shoot, I would actually have him shave his whole face and work on straight skin, because it doesn't make any sense to put this on top of other hair. Okay, so but I'm gonna have to make do with what I have, because he's nice enough to be my model. And okay, so, but I promise you, watch this till the end, because then you'll see the end result and you'll see how cool it is. Okay, so I'm gonna just let that kind of tack up a little bit and let it get the glue going to it. It's a little bit tricky here, and it's starting to get gummy, which is good, but it does take time to really work. And you know, you just have to be patient. I mean, he also looks like the Hobbit a little bit too. You could do so many different characters with this look, definitely. But I'm gonna put a wig on him and a beanie, and then tie his hair back like the Duck Dynasty guys. So you'll see what I'm talking about, and just get like a really, well, I'm obviously making him look older, and like way older, probably like 30 years older, and so this, you know, you don't have to particularly go gray. You can go dark with the darker hair. I tell you, this one is really temperamental, but I'm just going to work with what I have, because I don't have a whole lot of time. Okay, so anyway, that's going to have to do. So I'm going to put some white, because he's got a little bit of the dark on his blood beard and the top of his mustache. So I'm just going to try to work that in together to kind of blend in. And I'm just going to do a little bit, and then I'm going to blend that in so that it all kind of melts together. There we go. So now I put the wig on, and I put the beanie on, and I tie the hair back. So now what I'm doing is I'm just adding some dark streaks, just to create a little more texture and not make it so Santa Claus-y, and also to try to hide some of that lace, you know. And I think it's really, it'll make it look a little more realistic too when you add some texture to it. And plus Mike's natural beard is darker, so, and that's gonna come through a little bit. So I want to kind of make it a little bit, meld it together a little bit, and make it look a little more, you know, realistic. So there you go. So here, you know, is pretty much my Duck Dynasty inspired look. It's a new addition to the Duck Dynasty Robertson clan. I'm kidding, but he could be. And the photographs turned out really, really cool. So if you want, you can go to my website at margaretkimura.com and look at the pictures. I'm going to post a picture of my portrait of Mike. I'm also a photographer and I take pictures too, so you can see the final and finished portrait shot on my website. And if you are interested in seeing me do more interesting things like this, and if you want to make any suggestions, please do so. I would love to read your comments. Like it, share it, subscribe. I'm going to cut this because it's a little bit long, and I'm just going to cut it so that it's a little bit, you know, it's not the best job, but anyway, you get the feeling and you get the idea of what I'm trying to go for. So anyway, I want you guys to, if you guys get inspired, I want you guys to try this out. Take more time with it. I'm doing it really quickly, and I'm just kind of having fun with it, and I hope I make the Duck Dynasty people proud, because this is definitely a stretch. Okay, so have fun trying it out. Like I said, give yourself a good hour. Don't do it in 10 minutes like I'm doing it now. And this is the Duck Dynasty inspired look with my husband Mike. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you soon for more. If you like it, subscribe and press like. Thanks so much, and see you soon. Bye.